Ta-ra, love.
See ya.
Oh, and, by the way, well done. I'm proud of you.
Oh, isn't that hard, you know? You should try it yourself sometime.
I'm surprised she even turned up. Swanning around there like royalty without Dave hanging off her arm.
Well, that's sure where his heart lies. He still ended up going home with her, didn't he?
Kim's face with a picture. She never expected you to do it, you know.
Yeah, well, you keeping on about it. I'm starting to wish I hadn't.
It were a lucky punch, Dad. You should have told him that you weren't ready.
Weren't ready? They were halfway through the fight.
Ah, they don't make dingles like they used to.
Hey, that's enough from you. My dad is as hard as they come, and if I hear one more word from you...
Yeah?
Well, you don't want to see our Sam when he's angry?
I'm not too keen on him when he ain't.
I hope this is the end of it, Dad. It's a mug's game and you're best off out of it.
Days where when I had someone to fight for. She was always there at the end. Clean me cuts, tend me bruises. Last night, I'd have sworn I heard someone shout her name. I thought she'd come back. I thought I'll win this one for her. She weren't there. When I find out who called her name and raise my hopes in vain, I'll kill the beggar.
You can get a lift in that passion wagon.
No, she can't. There's no tax, no insurance. It's not going off our land. She's not even got a licence.
All she wants to do is park it up all night and take Biff for a few hand signals.
Is it too late to put him up for adoption?
Hey, on your way home, could you get us a loaf of bread and a tin of beans, love?
Ask you some money.
Right, see you, Mum.
See you, love. Look, you better ask Viv to put it on our tab. See you, love. See you.
If the Glovers are so hard up, how come they can afford to throw a big do for Linda?
Well, it was her 18th, Vic. They could hardly ignore it.
We're subsidising that family these days. They got a tab as long as your arm. But that's it. Enough is enough.
Oh, brilliant, Vic. One family gets a bit behind, so you decide to offend the entire village.
If word gets about we're a soft touch, we'll have them all in here scrounging round. Next time you see Jan, you tell her I'm calling in her tab.
All right, Mother Teresa. But don't blame me if all our custom gets driven away.
Do you know, they should give Jan Glover the freedom of the village. They should pull that bus shelter down and erect a statue in her honour after what she did to that wretched Tate woman.
Here, here.
And Frank Tate's no better. Can't see a good housekeeper when I'm right there under his nose.
Oh, you didn't get the job then?
Well, I never did like that house anyway. It looks more like a cheap motel than a country manor. Still, it's new money for you.
Well, at least you're not one to bear grudges, Betty.
Hey, and I hope that notice isn't aimed at me. I've never asked for a day's credit in my life.
Don't you care that she humiliated me in front of half the village? I'm carrying your child and your mother assaulted me. It's about time you wash your hands of the lot of them.
So, 'cause we're having a baby, I'm supposed to wipe last 25 years out of my life? Pretend they never happened?
That woman's made it perfectly clear she's jealous of me. You don't need a resentful family holding you back.
One by one, I've watched all my mates turn their backs on me. If it weren't for Biff working here, I'd probably never see him.
Well, that's not much of a loss.
You're just trying to prove that apart from you, there's nothing else in my life.
We don't need anything else, David. You and the baby, the only things that matter in the world.
Oh, stop doing this to me.
Doing what?
Well, trying to box me into a corner. Using baby like some kind of ball and chain I have to drag round with me.
I left my husband to be with you. We're going to have a child together. And if that's interfering with your social life, then perhaps you should really start thinking about whether you want to be with us.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Do I detect the first quarrel lingering in the air?
Drop dead, Frank.
What, miss all the fun? Not a chance.
When does the commie chef get here?
The what?
Well, you can't expect me to do all my own dirty work.
I thought you'd be arranging that kind of thing.
Looks like you'll have to help me then.
Sean, I'm busy.
Oh, it smells delicious.
Betty, he hasn't started yet.
Oh, Cathy, love, could I have a word? It's about my Seth.
How's he doing?
Not very well. I think he needs cheering up a bit. So would it be all right if he had the day off?
I don't see why not, but I'll need you back here tonight for the dinner. We're all booked up.
Ah, yeah, well, that's what I wanted to say, really. I will be here tonight, but as a customer, I wanted to treat my Seth to a night out.
Betty, this is very late notice. Who am I supposed to get in at the last minute?
Well, you'll manage, and I will be here tonight in an advisory capacity. It could be a good night. See you.
Morning, all. Come on, Sam, another day, another dollar, eh?
That's right, Mr. Pete.
Ah, silly me, I thought you were out. Thought you had the measure room last night, old boy. Still, there's always another bout, eh?
No, there'll not be another. There'll be no more leeches like you making money out of my blood.
Tell him, Dad.
I'm hanging up my knuckles for good.
Now, what would your Nellie say to that, eh?
You leave Nellie out of this.
If you'd agreed to take a dive instead of losing fair and square, you'd have been quids in by now.
What? Zack the thwack? Take a dive? On your bike?
Yeah, swimming's for nerds, any road.
Hang on. It was you, wasn't it? It was you who shouted out her name, making sure that I was distracted.
Don't be so ridiculous. That's highly unsporting. Come. All right.
Prove it.
How?
Say it again.
Say what?
Shout out what you did last night. Shout out. Nellie's here.
I really don't think...
Do it!
All right. Nellie's here.
Kill him, Dad.
No, don't, Dad. It's not worth the bother.
I swear by all that's sacred to me, I didn't.
If I find out you're lying, Pollard...
Dad, I've got to go and pay the rent to Frank Tate. You can drop me off at home farm.
I'd be delighted.
Oh, sitting back.
Nice one, Dad. I'll just go and see him off the premises.
Hope you can stay tuned throughout the day. The news is coming up.
May I say how positively lovely you look this morning, Tina?
No.
Hey, Mr. Pete, can I have a private word?
What about?
About that money you owe me.
What money?
Our little wager.
You're as delirious as your father, if you'll excuse me.
Hey! The fight. I bet me Dad would lose, and he did. You owe me.
You what? You bet on Dad losing? How could you? You're a traitor, I'm telling you.
Sam, wait! I'll share me winnings with you.
How much?
A fiver.
Eh? Get real. Dad!
You better cough up. And then we better split before my dad goes nuclear. Go on.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh, liturgy for the blessing of a same-sex relationship.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
Far from it. Well, I must admit, I'm a bit worried about how Dad's going to take it. He's rather cynical about traditional marriages at the moment.
Well, do you want to wait a while and tell him when things have settled down a bit?
Certainly not. It could take years. And actually, I've already started the ball rolling.
Why? What have you done?
This dinner thing that Kathy's having tonight, I just thought it'd be the perfect time to tell Dad the news.
Zoe, are you sure you're ready?
I better be. I've just booked a table for 3.
Looks expensive, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it can't have been that much because Mum hasn't got any money. Oh, the car was my best present, though. I can't get over it. Now, all you have to do is teach me to drive it.
Same again.
Yeah.
Oh, Jan. I'd have caught you. How are you fixed for tonight?
Well, it's my night off. Why?
Oh, Betty's decided to abandon the sinking ship and I could do with another waitress. I know it's late notice.
Kathy, love, you'll be doing me a favour. I'll take it.
Oh, cheers, Jan. Thanks a lot. See you about 7.
Right, love it,
Thanks.
Oh, Kathy. All set for your little gourmet do tonight?
Yes, thank you, Eric. Couldn't be better.
Good. Because if it doesn't come off, you've got rather a lot of furniture to find at very short notice. Whiskey, please. Thank you.
You'd think they'd be queuing from here to the village to get a job like this. Maybe I should have offered it to Betty after all.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you were in a meeting.
That's all right, Tina, come in.
Last month's rent.
Dingle's been knocking off the guide dog boxes again.
No, our Butch had a good run down the amusement arcade.
Yeah, well, by the time we've counted it, next month's will be due.
Well, it should keep you off the streets then, shouldn't it?
Well, don't let us keep you.
We'll just have to re-advertise the position in the national press.
Is that about the housekeeping job? Didn't Mandy get it?
I'm afraid she didn't. She didn't quite fit the job description.
Well, what is it that you're after exactly?
Someone resembling a human?
Hey.
Good cook, loyal, discreet, someone who can work off their own initiative.
Well, I know someone who's just what you want.
And who might that be, then?
Me?
Don't take this the wrong way, Tina, but the Dingor household is hardly an advertisement for your prowess as a housekeeper.
Well, you should see what it's like without me there to tidy up. After Sam and Butch, I reckon this place would be a doddle.
You don't expect us to take you seriously, do you?
Why not? You're not in a position to be choosy, are you? I'm local, I'm experienced. I can start tomorrow.
You're wasting our time.
I'm sorry, love, but you're not quite what I had in mind.
No, you're entertaining. Trawling somewhat down market, aren't you, boys?
Well, that's rich. Coming from fur coat, no knickers, Kim.
Get out of here, before I have you thrown out.
Actually, Kim, Tina's here for a job interview.
Really? Why, thinking of opening a massage parlour?
Yeah, but you needn't apply, Kim. Frank thinks you're a bit too old for the job.
I don't have to listen to some inbred walking crime statistic insulting me. Not even Frank's mad enough to employ a no-hoper like you.
That's where you've got it wrong, Kim. Allow me to introduce the new home farm housekeeper.
For a minute there, I almost thought you were serious.
How does next week suit you?
Fine.
As you will have gathered, the job does come with certain inbuilt hazards.
If you mean Mrs. T, I don't think I'll find her too much of a problem.
Good. Come and see me tomorrow and we'll sort out the formalities.
Thanks, Mr. Tate. You won't regret this, I promise you.
Have you gone absolutely mad? At the very least, you're robbers blind.
I don't think so. You saw how keen she was to get the job. She's got initiative, flair, and most importantly, she's as devious as Kim. And that will irritate the hell out of her.
Mandy.
What are you doing there, Butch?
Where's my dad?
Inside, foaming at the mouth, saying how all his family had betrayed him.
I better stay in here for a bit longer then, eh?
I wouldn't. Pigs will start complaining about the smell.
Hey, Mandy, there's something I wanted to ask you.
Oh, Butch, how many times do I have to say it?
No, not that. Well, how do you fancy that big slap-up do at tea rooms?
You and me?
Yeah. Well, the food would be wasted an hour's time, wouldn't it?
Oh, show us the money then. Right. Well, just because you're getting your feed, don't mean you'll get afters and all. Right?
Oh, no, he's rather a blint at Woolpack. Prop himself up against bar.
Just for a change, you mean?
The tab. Have a word, love.
Mum, is it all right if I go to Roy's for tea?
Yeah, if it's all right with Jan.
Yeah, she just told me to get a few things in.
Got the cash, have you, son?
No, she just said stick it on the tab.
Oh, did she?
Vic.
I don't think she's quite got the hang of this tab, like. You see, what's meant
Take
to
the stuff, Roy. Tell Jan to pop in when she can.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm running a business here, not a soup kitchen. They're not having another thing till this tab gets paid off in full.
I'll pay for this then.
Cheers, I'll tell her to settle it up here.
Well, you've got to draw the line somewhere.
Vic's right, you know. Cruel to be kind. He'll only thank you for it in the end.
Right. 3 more stressful times in a relationship. Marriage, death and driving lessons. So just do as I say and we won't go far wrong, all right?
Can I just do this, please?
You sure you don't want me to drive around again so you can see what to do?
Well, we've been doing that for an hour. The only way I'm going to learn is by my own mistakes.
Yeah, well, just don't make any when I'm in car.
Right, what do I do now?
Right, clutch down and into first.
Right.
Put some gas on and lift your clutch up slowly. I said slowly! Turn your wheel.
Right.
Turn.
I am turning.
Right, you're doing it all right. Turn. Right. Turn. You turn. Over the bridge.
Stop!
Out the gate.
Left or right?
Left. Left. Left.
Still in front seats then.
Roy! Roy! Did you get anything for your tea? Because I'm off to Kathy's in a bit.
Oh, yeah, Viv paid for it. But she says we can't have any more credit on that bill till we've paid rest off, like.
Viv said that?
It wasn't Viv, it was Vic, really. I put a big sign up in shop.
I think you'd better get off home, Scott. And tell your mum she'll get her flaming money when I've got it.
I thought she was going to see the smoke coming out my mouth any minute.
Smoke coming out your pocket, I'd worry about. Huh?
Oh, put me out!
Oh, you're sick, Scott. Yeah.
Excellent. This needs another 20 minutes.
What is it?
The sauce for the lamb. Takes hours, but it makes all the difference between all right and amazingly delicious.
Right, what's next?
Chop that parsley as finely as you can for the garnish.
Well, how's it going?
Don't ask.
Something smells good, doesn't it? Do you think you're going to be ready on time?
Not if you get in the way asking silly questions. And you shouldn't bring a child into a working kitchen.
All right, all right. Go get Alice settled down upstairs and I'll come down to help.
Oh, hell. No, I'm sorry. You idiot. 4 hours it takes to break down that stock. The dinner's ruined without it.
I'm sorry, Daddy. I didn't mean to do it.
Alice, it's not your fault. It's Daddy's fault.
Well, there isn't time to start again. I'll have to do a simple sauce. Have you got a bottle of red wine?
Yeah, I've got a bottle upstairs.
I'll get it. Come on. And while you're up there, you can pour me a large one. He's the waiter, is he?
I think Frank's completely lost it. You're going to have to get used to the sight of Tina Dingle floating around with a feather duster. What?
Well, it is quite funny, isn't it?
Why?
Well, he's not hired her for her housekeeping skills. He's just done it to wind you up.
He's done it to try and drive us out of the house.
And why don't we let him?
What?
Let's go. Let's leave him to it. You said all you need is me and the baby. Prove it.
Let him win, you mean?
Yeah, just stop playing altogether.
I can't, David.
So, we're going to have to take whatever Frank throws at us, aren't we?
No, the Dale's tradition. You're made very welcome.
Oh, sorry, Jan.
There you are. Enjoy your meal. Do you want to sit down here?
So there's no booze on sale at all?
There's no licence. That's why everyone were told to bring their own.
Yeah, but I've only got 8 cans. I mean, that's not going to see me through till pudding, is it?
I tell you what, I'll get you a straw and then you can share.
Oh, ta. Romantic, that is, Mandy.
Shut it, you. What's the tweet, then?
Warm scallop salad, followed by noisette à lamb with roast tomatoes with pesto sauce and a medley of market vegetables, followed by chocolate marquise with a creme anglaise.
I'll have chips.
The Jolly Friar in Otten.
Hey, hang on. We'll have that then. Twice.
Right.
I'm not eating mine.
Good.
Hey, Mandy, watch this. Good, innit?
You know, rich food don't agree with me.
You'd be hard-pressed to find out that does.
Can't we just nip round to Woolpack and grab a sandwich?
No, we can't. We've come here to cheer ourselves up. You for your injuries, and me for my bitter disappointment.
It'll take more than a glass of fizzy water. This is slowing my recuperation down no end.
I'll slow it down for you in a minute, Seth Armstrong. If you know what's good for you, you'll put a smile on your kisser and get on with enjoying the evening.
Followed by chocolate marquise with creme anglaise.
How lovely.
Thanks, Jim.
Oh, don't thank me. I don't have to cook it.
Finished Robbie somewhere else.
Perhaps she's embarrassed about last night.
Embarrassed? She could dine out on that story for months. I don't care what mood she's in. She's already earned my tip.
Butch, open that can and I'll chuck you out of here myself.
I thought you two would have been down tea rooms tonight.
Well, that was the plan. If Vic had a romantic bone in his body.
I had it removed when we got married. It's costing me too much money.
Excuse me. Well, you up to, Pollard? Seen Nellie again, have you?
My dear fellow, I would never have done anything like
Yeah,
that.
but you did. Who else could it be? And I've decided to make an example of you. Take out a few of my frustrations, like. Car park, now.
Actually, I'm very glad that I've run into you.
You won't be.
No, really, I've decided it's only right to cut you in on the deal. Why should I be the only one to profit from your misfortune, eh?
Go on.
How does £100 sound, eh?
Small.
Quite right. Much fairer.
I'm a reasonable man, Pollard. Now, you buy me a drink and we'll call it quits, right?
Delighted.
Hey, Butch Dingle.
Don't worry, your money's on the table.
I'll get it.
Hey, Monday, me and you were going to take the scenic route home.
No. Let's cut up Woolley and get some pork scratchings. Still hungry. Ah, some gent you are.
If there's naught else, I'll be shooting off.
Oh, aren't you staying for a drink?
No, I have so much to see to. Can I have the wages now?
Oh, Jan, well, I haven't got
cash.
Right, thanks.
So.
Hi, Jan.
Did you crack it?
I'll crack you in a minute.
Great. That means you didn't. And that means she fancies me.
Don't get your hopes up.
What was food like?
A load of old scallops. Hey, Daddy, are you still going to kill me?
Oh, son, I've had time to reflect. But I'm sure you'll be looking for a way to make it up to me.
He's had some good news, hasn't you, Dad?
Pollard has paid up. Be able to buy a few pigs.
And that Tina's got a job with Frank Tate up at Home Farm.
Only don't tell Mandy yet, right?
Hi, Mandy.
Get lost.
Pint, Terry, and hurry up. I'm gagging for it.
How was your meal, then?
Well, it were a bit fancy for my taste, Terry.
It'll play devil with my indigestion.
Here's your precious money, Viv Windsor, if it means so flaming much to you.
What's this for?
You humiliate my son in front of an entire village and he can't even remember what it's for.
There was only Betty there.
Well, that's much the same thing, really, isn't it?
Here, just a minute.
Oh, for once in your life, why don't you mind your own business?
Why don't you come home and we
You come up here, you pretend to make friends, and all along you just after more custom for your flaming shop.
Jan, it
You
was
should
my
go
fault.
back down south with the other vultures. And until you've gone, me and man will not set foot in your shop again.
It's been a success, hasn't it?
Well, I know I'm supposed to give you some compliments, but they'd only go to you.
No, go on. Uncle.
I haven't enjoyed a meal like this for a long time.
He's quite a find, isn't he? I'm surprised I haven't come across him before.
Well, perhaps he's been working abroad. They often do, these international chefs.
Zoe, I think it's time.
Yes, so do I. Come on, Zoe, you've been nearly saying something all evening.
Well, Emma and I have been happy for some time now.
Well, anyone can see that.
And, the thing is that we've been thinking, Emma and I, that is, that,
We've decided to have a ceremony in church. It's the closest we could get to a marriage, really. We're going to be blessed as a couple. And we wanted you to be the first to know.